What's up, guys? I'm Nick Steiner, this is Kristalle Blum, and welcome to an all-new episode of Coffee and Carts, giving you guys an inside look into Kristalle's game and story. Are you ready to get out there?
Ready to go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, we're starting today off on hole 12, par 5. A little bit cold.
Very cold. The wind, don't be fooled by the blue skies, basically.
This is very true. She's bundled up, she's got the layers on.
Snood and all. My UK friends will probably pay me out. They'll be like, it's not that cold.
And we're into a bit of a headwind here.
We are. Bit of wind about. But just kind of go straight down the middle at those bunkers. I don't think I can get there. That's pumped.
That is perfection, folks. Just out to the corner, right up the left.
That's
smoked.
Lovely. Oh, nailed it.
Well done.
Easy game.
Great shot.
Thanks.
Nice way to start off the day, huh?
It is. I want to start every day like that.
It's pretty good. Beautiful Adelaide.
Yeah, I love Adelaide.
Absolutely love it.
I can't believe that you haven't been.
It's such a phenomenal place. So, yeah, I've spent all week at Live. This is now the end of a pretty wild week that we've had here in Adelaide. Blown away. Did not know how good the courses were. Didn't know how nice the city and restaurants were. If anybody out there has never visited Adelaide, please do put it on your bucket list.
It's not that bad. We're a good place. Everyone hates on us, and it's like, oh, Adelaide's shitty. And I'm like, Adelaide's great.
I mean, it's Radelaide for a reason, right?
Exactly.
This is true. This is true. Well, I'll definitely be coming back. And today we're at the beautiful Glenelg Golf Course. But this isn't your home track, is it?
No, this is not. So
okay.
My home course is Grange, where Liv was hosted.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty awesome to be a member there and get our course showcased to the world and everyone else in Australia.
So plenty of golf courses, plenty of good golfers. It's been a great week and all the people that I've met here. But a little bit about yourself. How long have you lived in Adelaide? A little bit about your origin story of brought you here.
Yeah, so I was born here, but I did kind of grow up in the UK. So we moved there when I was 3.
Yep.
I spent 8 years over there and then moved back home, and I've been back here since 2009. Spent a lot of time back in Europe, but I've definitely enjoyed being home, and I'm trying to be home a little bit more now. And yeah, once you come back, you're like, yeah, it's a good place. Beaches and cafes, all that sort of stuff, family. So yeah, I'll definitely be trying to get home a lot more. And
completely agree with all those things that you just mentioned there. With that as well, now, did you play pennants growing up, or like what kind of got you started into golf?
Yeah, I mean, when I was little, I guess not so much. I played a lot of tournaments overseas, like they had a lot of junior events, and I did a lot of those sorts of little things, which I seem to have a lot more of now as well, which is great. I played pennant for Grange when we moved back home, and that was awesome. So many good times, so many good memories. I love that team stuff. I wish there was more of it in the professional sort of ranks. But yeah, so hopefully we can get some more events like that, because it is fun to have those sort of team environments, as you can see with Liv last week. Right, we got 212 to the pin, bit of a blind tee shot, and some bunkers and a mound that is no good, long rough. Been there, don't want to be there.
Yeah, it looks super tough.
Not the play, so.
We'll film a bit of that point of view on the way up. As you guys can see here, bunkers, undulation, tough pin. Let's go.
Oh, get left of the hill. If it's left of the hill, it's fine. Not an easy chop, but it'll be alright.
Let's have a bit of a chat. So we're doing a little bit of a point of view cruise up here. So we're talking about the hometown. We're talking about that team spec and atmosphere. Have you done any match play or team events in professional golf?
No. We had like a mini match play thing that they sort of tried to do in an event, but it wasn't really like that full match play style. So I wouldn't really say that we've had that experience, which I would love. I love match play. Always loved match play. It's a completely different aspect to playing stroke play, and you play it very differently. So yeah, it would be awesome to have more events like that can kind of be fun events to enjoy, rather than just the same 4-day tournaments.
Same 4-day tournaments, or as the average punter, you're Stableford every 6 days. It's true though, right? Like, I love match play. I love when we're able to do it at the club. It just brings in a whole new element. And I don't know, it's one of those things too, where if you have a bad hole or two, you can definitely turn it around and still get it back.
100%. I think that was always what I found with it. Like, I was probably a very aggressive golfer. I probably still am. So you like to sort of take things on that maybe you wouldn't always. And in match play, you can kind of do that and not sort of have the same repercussions as if it's a stroke play format. So yeah, it'd just be cool to sort of have those chances and opportunities to play more things like that, and just give people something else to sort of watch and enjoy, rather than just your normal sort of old school golf tournaments, I guess.
Yeah, no, and I think that's where things like the Athena come into play as well, which you've done quite well at before.
I did. Yeah, that was it was awesome to be able to win that event, especially the first one. And I sort of went in with no expectations, which generally is always the best way to do things. But yeah, I had a lot of issues that week that maybe some people don't always know about. Hadn't been able to practice for 2 weeks leading in, and I'd done my back quite badly, where I was basically bed and couch bound for 2 weeks with about 4 or 5 physio appointments, and was able to sort of just hit full shots like a couple of days before I was leaving. So there was that aspect of, I just want to be there. I just want to be able to play. Like, I want to be involved in this format. Let's see what happens. Like, no expectations of being able to win or anything like that. Just also post-COVID, it was kind of almost our first tournament that we could actually play. So it was that excitement of being able to go back out and do what you love, and then actually showcase it to Australia, because that was probably our really first event for the girls that we actually were broadcast to everyone in Australia. It was on Fox, it was on KO, and we just hadn't had that opportunity sort of previously. So it was a very exciting time, and where we are now is also moving forward going to be even better with all of the stuff that they've done now with the guys and the WPS events. Being able to have that opportunity to be on TV and showcase our golf is really exciting.
Yeah, and I would say for sure, as a golf lover and a tragic, the women's game is on the rise by far. Like, there's no other area to have exponential growth, and I believe that that's going to come very quickly. I
think so. Like, Nelly Corder, what she's being able to do sort of the last couple of months is incredible. It's things that you don't necessarily think about. You lose more than you win in golf.
Yeah.
So that's obviously generally a lot of challenges that you've got to overcome. And I think we all sort of go through those mental stages with, do you want to keep doing this? Do you want to put yourself through this? Do you want to go out and practice? Like, golf is a very mentally challenging sport, as I'm sure even the amateurs know.
I have the same feelings every day when I wake up and I want to go to work too.
So it's very different, and it's sort of overcoming all of those sorts of things. So
yeah, huge. Yeah. Well, you got a pretty big challenge to overcome here.
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be worse. Little up and down.
It's not as bad. We are pin high for 2. It is a par 5, so we will see.
Let's just give everyone an inside look here. I was actually over in the same area the other day, and I decided to putt around.
It's really not the spot.
Not
for
even
this.
joking. I was about here where the clubs are, putted down to the left, let it roll down the hill, and then come up.
Yeah, it's not
so as
the
you guys
best
can see here,
place to be, but we're a little into the wind, so that help. Can try and be.
She's slowly disappearing.
Aggressive. See how we go.
Oh, great shot. Sit.
Oh.
Hit the brakes perfectly.
it could be better.
There we
it
go.
Could also be worse.
Well done, Crystal. Par 5, we're here for 3.
We are. So birdie putts. Could have been a bit closer, but it's very downhill.
It's pretty
I didn't
good.
actually realise that.
It's pretty
but,
good. Started to run and then it hit the brakes on you, which was good.
Yeah, we were maybe slightly more aggressive than we were planning to be, but I guess it's better to do that than not.
Like you said, that's just the way you play.
Yeah. So see if we can roll this in for birdie. It's almost a bit of a double breaker, a little bit, but should come right at the end. Little uphill. We've changed the putting ball position slightly further forward, thanks to my live pros that I played with in the Pro-Am last week for their little tips. Oh, that's very slow.
Yeah, it was slower than they were the other day. Solid putt. All right.
It's an easy par.
Easy par. Now in these episodes, we actually just played it the way it is. This isn't like regular YouTube golf.
No.
We don't retake shots about 17 times.
Just to make sure that it looks good for everyone else.
Yeah, that was the real deal.
No.
So we've talked a little bit about this being your hometown. And again, this Coffee and Carts is about getting people a chance to know you and a bit about your story, which I think a lot of people don't get to share a lot of times. So thank you for letting us into a little bit of that.
No, welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And from hometown to family. So family is obviously a huge part of your life.
Yeah.
Your brother's actually your caddy.
He does caddy a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
He won't be this year. He's focusing on his running, so he's gotten back into that. But yeah, no, we're very close and we do a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
Training when he's not running at way quicker paces than what I am. But yeah, it's great to have that relationship with him.
Yep. And knowing like caddy player relationships that can exist out there, is there ever times that it's like, no, I think it's this, no, I think it's that, and you've got to kind of, I'm sure there's been some moments out there.
Yeah, probably more moments where he's trying to tell me not to be an idiot. He's very diplomatic and probably golf smart than I am, considering he doesn't really play much. He's a very smart golfer, but I like to be like, oh, why don't we take this risky shot when it's like, just take your medicine and play out that way and then play on. So yeah, he is sometimes better with that. And dealing with my mood swings on the golf course where I can sometimes be an angry golfer. I'm trying to change that. But I think, that's the thing with sort of player-caddy relationship. You have to be very close. You have to be very understanding.
Yeah.
You definitely have to like each other because you spend so much time together. Like, it's basically like having a job where that person is with you for 9 hours of the day and they experience every single thing that you experience. Probably almost 10 times worse because they're kind of on the receiving end and they can't really do anything about it because I'm the one that's obviously in control of hitting the shots and actually executing. But there's a lot of, I guess, things that maybe people don't see with a caddy that they are very, very important as to going forward, and that relationship is extremely key in being able to go out and perform.
I like it. Well, let me caddy on this hole. Let me help you out here. What do we got coming up? The 13th, another par 4?
Par 4, this one's a par 4. That was par 5, obviously. So par 4, 330-ish meters. This was actually always a bit of a challenge hole for me. I seemed to always struggle with this. Slight dog leg to the right. Let's see how it goes.
Slight dog leg to the right, bunker out in the middle, which you guys will get a chance to see. Difficult hole, I think pretty low on the index level as well too. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do. I'm at least going to talk you through the putt. Can I do that?
Okay, you can talk
All
me
right,
through the putt.
deal. All right, we're here. 13, par 4. She's taking out Chief.
Gotta hit the driver.
As we've learned, she's a very conservative player. No risk to be taken here.
It's very open. Left or right?
Left or right? What are you thinking?
I feel like left is kind of the play, but the wind is going left to right, so I'm wondering whether I kind of hit it straight at that bunker and just let it drift a little to the right side of the fairway with the wind. So that's the game plan.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Chances that it cut the corner.
Minimal. That's not good.
All right. Well, now we get a chance to talk about one of these recovery shots.
Very much
All right.
recovery, I think. That is trees.
Put me in your bro's shoes. I know I'm going to be like, nah, man, we got to do this. So we found it.
We have. I almost got away with it.
Pretty close.
We have 96 meters to the pin.
All right, and a couple of different options on how this could be played. As we see
Yeah.
here, the flag's gonna be just down over here.
There's
Try
like
and
a little
point-
gap.
Flag just over there. You can either go high, or you can kind of play it low.
Don't really have to worry about the lip of the bunker. The only thing that's a bit harder, you're trying to fight the wind. We want to hit it left, and the wind is going
The wind
right. So you
Very
kinda
hard.
almost need to hit a hook rather than just a little baby
Just
draw.
snap hook
So try for maybe like a punchy hook.
Okay, a punchy
kind of
hook.
thing that hopefully goes through the gap of those trees. Is kind of what I'm seeing. So we'll see how good I actually am. I don't know, but
Okay.
we'll test it out. Oh, sit
Oh
down.
my God.
Sit down. Sit, sit, sit. Sit, sit, sit. Oh, I think it's
Just off the edge.
Off the
but,
edge.
but
That's good.
that was amazing. Literally through the gap that you can see in those trees. Yep, that little, we'll go and point to it right up there. Yep, that's where she went.
I've even surprised myself there, I think.
Impressive.
That was,
Now I don't have to talk you off a ledge. We're good. Always rake your bunkers, folks.
nobody likes
Yeah,
messy bunkers.
awesome shot.
Yeah, I would take that recovery every time.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. I would take that every time.
Definitely not the spot to be on the hole.
No, but also, I mean, you talked through a few different scenarios there, and you made the decision on the one you're going to take, and you just went for it, and
It helped that it was only 96 meters.
that did help.
Little
But
wedges are a little bit easier to use as recovery. And
especially just working against
yeah,
the wind as you did there. Yep, just up on the edge,
fine.
a little chip and a putt.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
see it.
do it. Good chance at getting up and down. It's a fairly straightforward chip shot. A little bit of clumpy grass around, but hopefully.
Are you worried about how much grass you're going to get between the ball and the club?
Just a little. It's kind of just, there's quite a big clump on the sort of where my, I guess, heel might hit. So as long as it kind of just comes through a bit clean, might need to just try and play for a little bit more of a little right to left. But I think it should be fine. It's a little downhill, just let it release out to the pin. Go in.
Oh, so close. All right, let's see what we got here.
So what, about 5 feet? Little left to right.
Left edge?
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
inside that shadow?
It sort of moved right to left coming the other way, so maybe just outside left edge, even with it being as windy as it is. The wind may shift a little more than what you think, because it is actually
It is pretty windy.
It's a lot stronger than kind of maybe what we're giving it credit for.
Well done.
Easy.
You know what we say?
Oh, easy par. It was always par from that lie. Always par.
Still on the hunt for the birdie.
I wouldn't recommend doing it that way.
Well done.
But yeah, that's
Great
quite
job.
good.
Par, we're on the hunt for the birdie.
Yeah.
Is this the hole?
Birdie would be nice. 129 straight into the wind.
How many clubs are we going up?
God, it's at least 2. But I'm actually thinking it might be more than that.
At least 2.
This would normally be a 9-iron.
And it feels like it's swirling because it feels like it's off the right now.
We'll hit 7. We'll hit a punchy 7. It should be enough. But that wind is very strong.
Very strong, elevated green. I mean, pretty much regardless of where the flag is today, would you still be going center no matter what?
For this, yeah. I think sometimes you've just really got to think about it's not easy to sometimes maybe not go for a pin or that sort of thing, but when the weather is kind of like it is today, par golf is good golf.
Yeah.
And if you can make a couple birdies on say par 5s or a couple of gettable par 4s, that's kind of where you're going to make your score. You just want to be making sure that you're hitting greens, except that they're maybe not going to be that close. Generally anywhere on the green you're thinking that's fine, 2 putts, so you've got more chance of playing par golf by hitting the green, and also this hole you really don't want to go long, so long is not good, so hence we'll take 7-iron today. You may need a little 6 because of how windy it is, but I think 7 being short is definitely the play on this hole. It's about pin high left.
Not bad with that wind. It's swirling pretty hard too.
We'll take that. I think it was the right club. So probably got 30-ish feet, maybe 35 feet.
Let's hold a big one.
Right, let's see.
Let's check out this putter first.
Putter. So we've gone back, but I'm actually going to be changing very soon. Putting has been a bit of a struggle for me in recent times. But we've gone back to the mallet putter at the moment, and I'm going to be getting the new AI1 Odyssey putter. Looking at going in a 2-ball or maybe like a 7. I'm sort of tossing up. May have to test out both. But so we put the trusty Toulon back in last week in the Pro-Am, and it did feel better. I'd gone back to a blade. Been sort of trying to find something, but played with one of the guys last week. He had a 2-ball. I was like, I want to test it out, see what it's like. And I just sort of, it felt better in my hands. I've sort of been struggling in the shorter putts, and just like the extra weight maybe in the back of the head felt a bit nicer. So we put the mallet back in Wednesday, and it has so far been a little bit nicer than the blade. So yeah. I mean, it's worked for Scotty Scheffler.
All right,
he went to the mallet.
Well, let's see how it's going to work out for us right here. Now, lots of putter changes, but is there a grip that changes, or is there a grip that you traditionally just have always stayed with?
I've been left hand low for probably 10-ish years now. I went to maybe go back to, but I actually didn't even know how to hold it with as a normal right-handed golfer. So yeah, just left hand low, and we've sort of shifted hand positions a little bit, but generally pretty much that's kind of stayed the same. Just fiddled with maybe where the grip sits in the palm of my hand a little bit in the last sort of few months, just to have a little bit more control. I have a bit of an issue with my right hand, which is why I went left bow, low right. My wrists used to kind of break down, and control of pace, all those sorts of things. So that was my reason to changing. But you sort of see it with everyone now. There's actually not that many players out there, LPGA, PGA, using a traditional right-hand putter grip. Everyone, putting is so individual. It's just finding out what works for you.
It's pretty wild, hey?
It's all up here.
All right.
Pitch mark.
Reading this green.
We're on quite a slope here. Little downhill, and it should just keep feeding out. It's pretty much downhill the whole way, and I'm kind of on a bit of a crest for where the line is kind of going. So I might need to hit this a little bit higher to make sure it doesn't sort of take it on the low side.
Yep.
Because then it is just going to feed heavily right and end up a long way from the pin. So
well, let's not do that.
well, based on the pace of the first, I'm gonna need to hit this fairly firm to get it there. A little bit longer than where I thought I was, but we'll see. See how we go.
Not bad. Not bad.
I thought that
Here,
was pretty
hold
good.
on. Let me get this for you. There we go.
I mean, they're three pretty stress-free pars, apart from...
Oh yeah, you weren't stressed at all on that last hole?
Apart from the second, but...
I think the behind the scenes might show that you were a little bit...
Don't watch the behind the scenes.
Hole 15, par 4, just over 300.
It's a tough hole. Being in position off the fairway is very important, and this wind is tricky because it is pushing it to the bunkers on the left, and any of those bunkers up there are deep and you will not be hitting the green. So hopefully we can slot it through all of the bunkers that are up there.
That is absolutely pumped.
Carry.
Oh.
Did it?
I think we're just a wedge away. Great shot.
Can't see. Don't know.
Nice. So a little bit more about you. We know about the family. We know about your home. Well, there's also another sport that you love.
I do. Yeah. I love a lot of sports, to be fair.
But there's one you love.
Yeah, I do follow my AFL. Thanks, Dad, I think.
Yeah, nice, nice.
But I've kind of obviously, generally, it's been keep that quiet because my team has not been the team to be supporting.
They had a difficult last year.
It's been a difficult run, but we're coming good. We played finals for the first time last year. That was a good start. Yeah, things are definitely looking up as a Carlton supporter. So,
well,
positives.
I've got one thing that'll make you feel better.
Oh no, don't tell me. You can't be like kangaroos or someone.
No, I'm a Suns fan.
Oh, they're not terrible.
They're not terrible.
Okay.
They're not terrible.
Okay.
But yeah, when I first moved to Australia, I was fortunate enough to have a friend that was a huge Tigers fan. Took me to my first game at the G. I fell absolutely in love with the sport and have been a Sun supporter ever since I moved here 8 years ago.
There you go.
So great sport, and a sport that also a lot of those guys love golf. Like it's crazy. It's their second sport.
Golf has become such a second sport too. I think a lot of people that play other professional sports.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people that are in either like footy or that play cricket or tennis. Well, rugby, but I don't follow rugby whatsoever. I don't know anything about it. Don't ask me about that one. So yeah, like there's so many. I mean, and most of them are quite good golfers. Like you look at some of the cricketers. They love their golf. Casey Steiner played last week. He actually played in one of our pro-ams in the middle of nowhere when we played at the Sand Greens. So I think it's one of those sports that I don't know whether it's been like post-COVID that a lot of people then got into, because they kind of had it before, but it seems to be even bigger now. People going out and playing golf that are in those other sort of sports. So they probably get just as frustrated as what we do.
Yeah, no, they do. And I think it's the mental side of things, I would say for them that golf probably helps quite a bit as well too, right? To where they have those frustrations, I don't know, off the pitch or the field or whatever it might be. It's the same things that we deal with out here and the challenges that we've got to have. Even though that's much more of a team sport, you still have to perform individually at your position and do those sort of things as well. And Casey Stoner, absolute legend. He's been a big fan of Back to Basics golf for a long time. So fortunate enough to get a chance to know him and a lot of the footy players that are out there. And thanks to all the boys that support and help out with the brand, because it's been cool to meet a lot of those people in Australia that sports and areas that I never would have thought of. And footy is one of those ones that I'm glad to experience it and check it out. And it's a good time.
There's definitely no better feeling. I've actually gone to a lot of footy this year. I sort of have tried to do that in the last couple of years. Because Carlton have sort of been a little bit better. So it's more exciting and enjoyable to go to the footy when your team is winning rather than team is losing.
It does.
And like I'm quite a big, or we call it soccer, but I guess it's still football.
I call it soccer.
So I follow like Arsenal in
nice.
the UK. We're probably going to throw that one away this year, but it's good. There's nothing like going to watch live sport. I've been brought up around that. We went to everything as a kid. My dad played footy, so he's always loved watching the footy and that sort of thing. Mum's neither here nor there, doesn't really support a team, doesn't really have that. I would love to feel that way, because there's nothing worse. You're like, we're going to win, and then, and you think, but it happens. Like, you understand as the professional athlete of all those sorts of things, and it's just a shit for them to go through that as people who are fans and support it and have their like teams. But it's a nice feeling to sort of be able to follow other things closely. And I love the Blues. I was like lucky enough to actually go through the facility when I was there in January. One of the guys I went to school with is on the list over there, and he's had a few injuries and stuff like that, and we were sort of chatting. He saw some of my posts about sort of mental struggles and things that you kind of go through, and we were sort of chatting, reached out, and it was awesome to sort of go through and see their facility and I guess how that sort of stuff like works. It's interesting to see what other people do in other professional sports. I think I've always sort of enjoyed that side of it, and seeing what they do, how they prepare, how they sort of go through things. And I love reading all of those sort of sports autobiographies. They're really insightful and make you sometimes not think that you're crazy because of the things that you're sort of going through. So it is good to have those sorts of friendships and connections, and you don't feel so. Golf is a very lonely sport. You sort of go through everything on your own, whereas like he said, I've got my teammates and that to lean on, and it's more of a team aspect, so it's not so, you don't sort of fall into a deep dark hole of just sitting in your hotel room with your thoughts and that sort of thing. So it was very insightful, and it's awesome. I think everyone go the Blues.
Go.
Flaggers 2024. Possibly not after last weekend.
You never know. But
we'll see.
Yeah, and that's the one big thing that with all the guests that we've had on that I like to talk about is because, you know, as myself, as someone who's moved from different countries and you've done the same thing, is yeah, it's not easy. You got to make new friends, you meet new people, and those are the things that get you out of your comfort zone and to be able to do that. But there are many nights at times that I question running back to basics and how difficult it is and the challenges that you might have. And but it's something that I chose to do. And the more I open up and share with other people that have walked the road before me, whether it's in their own businesses or moving to other countries, it's really been able to help me out of the way. So for those at home, anytime you do have a friend or someone that does seem like they're reaching out or need to talk, have a chat with them, because you never know where that could lead to or who you could be helping out. So I've got all the time in the world with mental health, whether it be the juniors in the game, men, women, doesn't matter what it is. So
yeah.
I love that you touched on that.
No, yeah, I mean, I think it's a big thing, and I had never really experienced it, I guess, myself. I sort of touched on that when I shared something following Aussie Open in December, and it's been something that I've now had to sort of like deal with and try to work through. There's many sort of ways that you can kind of do it. I'm still sort of trying to process that myself, in what's going to be best for me moving forward. And it's just, you've just got to piece it together. It's like a jigsaw, and you're kind of just having to work it out as you go yourself, because yeah, you just don't know, and everyone's sort of experience with it and how their experience was compared to yours could be totally different, could be the same, you don't know. So yeah, it's one of those things, and yeah, just talk to people. I'm sort of slowly learning that and starting to open up more, and it doesn't need to be like family, it could be a friend, which I was sort of doing earlier, and have tried to open up to some of my closer friends who have kind of almost been through the same thing, just to know that you're not alone. And you always think you're a bit crazy and that you're the only person sort of ever experiencing it, but there's a lot of people out there that have those same sort of things, and I've met some people in the last week that have sort of said the same thing and they shared their experience, and it does make you feel a little bit better and comfortable in your own sort of self, and you've just got to work out what's best for you and hope that everyone else sort of accepts that and understands that. Yeah,
I love that. Just taking little bits and pieces that you learn from others and making it your own. That's the big thing. And just like we're all crazy enough to play this game of golf. If you can get through the mental health challenges that we have out here sometimes, you'll be able to do that. But got a good look coming in here, and let's check this next shot out from Kristalle. Thank you for sharing and opening up with us.
No, thanks.
So wind swirling, tough shot.
Very swirly.
Yeah, green's got the rough green, you know, a little bit tiered on the left. Quite a bit of undulation up there.
What am I doing? So that was bad.
It's okay.
And now we're
it happens.
Now
this is
bad spot.
This is where we deal with the challenges, right?
So this is not my favorite shot.
Why is this not your favorite shot?
It's something with the visuals. It's a very straightforward shot and there isn't really an issue, but this is a shot that I have struggled with. I've done a lot of work on it. I kind of can see like a little pitch mark that's maybe about 4 or 5 meters short of the pin.
Yeah, pretty much so straight at the pin.
Just sort of hit it at that. And
yeah, okay.
Hopefully it should check up and finish close.
Oh.
Just like that.
You were saying how bad do you struggle with this shot again?
I guess if you're going to miss the green from absolutely nowhere, you need to actually be able to get up and down for making the dumb errors. But that was a nice chip.
That was incredible.
Yeah, it did exactly what I said to do.
Yeah, I mean, you think maybe you've been working on it or something.
Yeah, considering I haven't really been practicing in the last few weeks, it's potluck a little bit. Little tap in.
Just a little tap. Just go to your home.
Sneaky lip in.
Another par.
Another par.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, considering how bad the weather is, we'll take that. 4 pars, can't really complain too much.
Not at all. All from areas that you're like, oh, I bogeys for sure. I would have been happy with, and you parred them.
I did. Some stress-free, some not so stress-free.
That's again, just comes back to life. With that stuff that we were talking about earlier, obviously you've, climbed your way through the ranks and currently playing on the LET Access. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
What advice would you have for some of the other juniors out there that are trying to follow the same path or want to walk in your shoes?
I think not being too hard on yourself as a junior. I wouldn't say that I had the most successful junior career, and looking back at it, I was actually talking to Lucas Herbert's mum last week, and we were talking about how when we were back both in playing junior golf, the level of golf at our sort of age, like I was playing against Minji, Hannah Green, who won yesterday, Sue O, Karis, Grace is a little bit younger, same with Steph, but we went through the ranks together. So my level and era growing up was like probably the best that Australia has seen for some time. And then same with the guys, there was so many good guys at that sort of age, and I mean you look at Dave Micheluzzi,
Mika's cool.
He's definitely come through and really sort of grown, and like you don't have to win everything. There's a lot of people who had great amateur careers that aren't playing professional golf now or have not had that same success, so it's just about working through that and just putting in the work, and if you want to do it, giving it a go. It's not for everyone, and it is a tough lifestyle. It's not all private jets and fancy hotel rooms, as you kind of see on the PGA Tour. It's definitely not that sort of lifestyle from the get-go. It can be for some people, but also as women's golf, it's progressing, but we're still a long way behind in terms of the money that we sort of play for and that aspect. So, but it's just, if you enjoy it, keep doing it, and it's so good to see so many more like young girls getting into the game, because there wasn't that many, especially in South Australia where I'm from, when I was younger. So it's nice to see the numbers are growing, and hopefully it sort of continues that way.
Yeah, I definitely, like we talked about earlier, I do see that it's on that trend, and that is currently happening. For those girls, who was that kind of for you when you were growing up? Obviously Kari, stuff like that, but is there anyone else that just gave you a little bit of advice or that you were able to look up to?
I guess for me, because I didn't grow up in Australia, my role models probably are slightly different. Like I looked up to Paula Creamer, Laura Davies, because I was based in the UK, so that was sort of, they were the big names when I was little, and I loved Paula Creamer. I don't know if it was the look.
All pink everything.
All pink, and I hate pink. I'm not a pink person. It's like, not me. You'll never see me in pink. Not even like remotely a girly girl. But I loved Paula Creamer. I don't know what it was. She just had something that I just liked how she was on the golf course.
Yeah, she's got a great personality, very likable, and always has been, from what you tell from the outside, good to the fans, good to the sponsors, and just, when it comes to media sort of stuff, she's always spoken well, and just people like her. She's got a good personality. Yeah,
so they were probably my two idols that I kind of looked up to when I was growing up, and now it's like, I don't maybe have people that I'm sort of looking up to. I want to carve my own path and be my own person, and sort of do that way, and just sort of see where that goes. Like you want people to look up to you, I guess, at the end of the day. But it's just, you want to be able to achieve those things. But I think just don't try not to put too much pressure on yourself. I am very guilty of doing that, and I still do it now, and it is a hard thing not to do, but that is professional sport, I guess. You sort of have those expectations and you want to succeed, so you end up doing that. But just enjoy it whilst you're young, and sort of do everything. Don't maybe just focus so much on one sport, especially if you're sort of like 10, 11, 12, like give everything a go. I played everything until I was about 13 or 14, and then just wanted to focus on golf. But I think, yeah, the more that you can play a variety of sports growing up, the better you'll be as a person, but the more rounded in that you'll be on the golf course by having all of those other sort of hand-eye coordination skills and just experiences in other sports.
Yeah, they all bounce off each other for sure. Like you said, whether it's the hand-eye coordination or, you know, the physical skills that one sport might take over another that we talked about with cricket and footy back, how some of those players in their bodies are, probably helps them quite a bit with the golf side of thing as well. But no, I love that. That's really good. And the one thing I'd take away from that too is take care of yourself. Take care of number one first, and the rest of it will just kind of fall in place.
Exactly, 100%.
Maybe a number one here, maybe a hole-in-one. What do you think?
We'll give it a go.
Let's try. Last hole of the day, par 3. Actually pretty difficult par 3. Played it the other day, especially with the wind that's here. Falls off a little in the back, I remember. You got the bunker on the right.
Not an easy par 3.
Not an easy par 3.
Can definitely have things come undone, and I'm going to play a little 9-iron because I just feel like it's more across and into rather than over my left shoulder and down, so I don't think wedge is going to get there. So yeah, little 9-iron.
This is right at the flag, folks. Get up. Oh, just short.
So short. There is so much wind up there.
Straight at the flag, though.
Straight at the flag.
Long putt. Double breaker.
Uphill into the green. Pace. Go, go.
Oh. It's been a par day. I'll take that.
That's if it goes in.
If I don't, oh no, did I just jinx you? No, you'll be fine.
My hands are losing feel.
Well done.
It's a par day.
Great job.
Par day.
It's been a good day.
It has been a good day. The weather could have been slightly warmer.
The weather could have been much warmer, that's for sure. But great golf played out there. Thank you so much for sharing a bit about yourself with our community. And yeah, it's been really good to get a chance to know you a little bit more. And thank you for supporting Back to Basics Golf. That's probably one of the biggest things.
Welcome.
You've been a big supporter ever since I really got started. So it just means a lot to you guys, to me. It also means a lot to you guys, I'm sure, when you make more putts. But it also means a lot to me of how much support, the community here in Australia has shown for the brand. And yeah, I'm just proud to be able to help you guys hopefully here and there get a shot or two, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on, and yeah, look forward to maybe doing it again soon.
Yes, I'd love that. Now, before we go, what's next for Kristalle?
I've actually got some time at home still, which is nice. I've had a little bit of a break the last couple of weeks at the end of the Aussie sort of summer, and I'm going back to Europe in about 4.5 weeks. So we'll see how the start of the season goes over there, and yeah, hopefully get some good results and kind of move forward for the rest of the year. Hopefully go back to some warmer weather. I am starting to realise I'm definitely not built for the cold. It has been a while, but yeah, so I've got 5 weeks over there, and then yeah, kind of just play it by ear.
Sounds awesome. Well, good luck to Kristalle Blum, folks. Keep an eye out. I think she's going to have a good start to the season. And yeah, follow her. We'll put her socials here in the description, and root for her as she continues to go after some more trophies and some cuts and top 10 finishes out there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Awesome. Thank you, Kristalle.
No worries. Thanks.